Hey guys, Bear here from TGS with another Assassin's Creed Odyssey Legacy of the First Blade episode 100 live stream. Geez, it's a mouthful. Overall number 49, almost stream number 50. I don't think we're going to reach 50 streams just yet. In about 2 weeks we'll get episode 2, and that's when we'll hit 50 streams by completing that entire episode in probably a back-to-back 4-hour session. But for today, basically just mopping up Assassin's Creed. Next week, Hitman 2 is taking the spot, so that is the current plan. It's the last time I'm going to hold a 10 a.m. stream on a Friday, till probably around Easter or something like that, spring break era, so be ready for a typical week next week. Over the weekend, it's a typical weekend. Only we have 2 streams today in the typical spots. Not Black Ops, Battlefield 5 at 1:30, doing the DLC War Story, see what we can get done today. Then we'll switch over to Call of Duty around 4 p.m. for multiplayer. Then tonight, Dead Island Definitive Edition, 10:30 to 3 a.m. or however late we feel like playing to. On Saturday, Sims 4 around noon. Then we're going to go ahead and 10:30 to 3 again, Dead Island. Then on Sunday, we're probably going to go ahead, do Battlefield 5 at noon, Call of Duty around 2:30, then PUBG at 5. Call of Duty and PUBG are open to subs, so Call of Duty today actually, and Sunday is open to subs. Then PUBG on Sunday is open to subs, so that's the current plan. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. So to point out a few things, we're only going to go for 2 achieves. These 2 are not out yet. It may come out Tuesday, it may come out in 2 weeks. I'll probably just do this as part of the playthrough when the DLC hits in 2 weeks. Maybe it comes out Tuesday. I'll try and hold a stream just to get these done, but I think both of these combined will probably take me like a half hour max, unless it has extra quest line like the Minotaur did. Then it might be like an hour and a half, but figure we can do these within a reasonable time whenever they release. Otherwise, I only need 2 more achievements for the entire game plus the first DLC and all the first released expansions. Unfortunately, won't be able to have a full 1190 yet or a full 61, but we can have 59, which is the most currently allowed. So, I mean, that's perfect. To kill this lion, I heard this pretty easy. We just fast travel to a sync point, look for the lion there, kill it, just like any typical animal, and bamboosh. We're also going to try for breaking the limit, 20 gamer score, land the rush assassinate that chains 4 times with Pride of the Lion. We might have to reset my skills for this, but not a big deal. There's also 2 quests I wanted to handle, one of them dealing with 4 treasure locations in Macedonia, and then on top of that, I also have a quest for taking out 3, pole marches, however the hell you say it, and we'll do that as well. That would pretty much close out what I have to do for this game. Then we're going to spend the rest of today's stream making some videos. Maybe we'll do the most important, like a tour of Athens and Sparta, with a road trip between them in between the 2 major things. We can try and take a boat from the top corner to bottom corner. If we feel like it, do a Senu flight from corner to corner. We can also try a horse ride from the furthest 2 points on the mainland, which would be up in Macedonia in the corner, all the way down to probably Laconia. So plan for this, I just went over, and that's that. We'll see what happens. Hoping to not have to worry about playing this next week, so today we'll determine that. If we're just doing tours and stuff, I'll complete the tours when the next episode hits. Instead of doing 2 streams, we could do 3 that week. Make up for it, not a big deal. So that's the plan. See what happens. I'm hoping to finish Battlefield 5's War Story, final DLC War Story between today and Sunday as well. I'm not sure if you get anything for completing it on hardcore. There's no achievements for it, so I might just play it on easy, get the challenges and collectibles done, and just be done with it from there. Do want to say, guys, if you watch this, drop a like, sub, check out our other content. Go to thegamersociety.com, vote in our polls, check our schedule, check out our store. Lastly, join our clubs on Xbox, the Gamers Society Fan Club and the TGS Screenshot Club. So this one just says, wait for your legacy to continue, which is most likely going to be the next DLC that hits in like 2 weeks. So just kind of put that there to keep it in your head. These are the only 2 side quests I believe I have left in the entire game, so we're going to do those 2 achievements. and then move on. The trips, just to show you guys what I was talking about. Athens is over here. Sparta is all the way down here, so it won't be the most long trip ever, but it'll be mostly for the tour purposes and then just showing how close they are. If I do the long horse ride, it's probably from up around here where I'm aiming now. You get to traverse this entire region all the way down to here. For boat corner to corner, I'd probably go bottom left or top right, and then go the opposite direction, whichever I start at, to the opposite corner. Same for the Senu flight. Then you get a mix of land and islands in the view, and that covers most of my ideas that we can try to do this stream. I forgot to grab a water before I started, and the air is extra dry today as it's really cold outside. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a water, and then we're going to hop right into this. So let's start with, again, Malacca. Let's get these out the way real quick. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the destination so we don't have to waste any time on it. We just travel to them and get them. So I'll be right back in probably 30 seconds. So it says right there, the treasures are located on the 4 islets. Macedonia. It's just a very small island. So there's 4 really tiny islands around this region. Can't tell if that's one there. We can always hop on our boat. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, we should be able to just follow the coast and find the 4 islands that I'm looking for. And we'll go from there. Alright, so here we are. Guess let's just take our ship.
Ready for sail!
Did you inspect the ship?
There's an island right there,
It was
technically.
checked. Yes.
I don't think that would be it though.
Yes.
This is a boat or something.
I have sailed the ship my whole life. You're in good hands.
So let's see.
I won't be taking orders, just so you know.
But I'm the captain.
I also want to...
Is it tracking the quest? That's the other question real quick. I want to make sure we have it tracked.
choose where we're headed.
I don't think
See if we can do this, guys.
If anyone gets seasick, I'm dead.
sounds fair to me.
You sail around this thing?
Of course. The Odyssey is a mighty vessel.
It doesn't seem very wise.
For Hitman 2, I'm currently in a debate. We have 7
Where do you
I think 7 slots dedicated to Assassin's Creed this week. There would only be 6 once I remove the Friday 10 a.m. But there's still enough slots. Wasn't sure. I'm going to have to check how many streams it took to finish the first location. Hitman 2, that'll give me a good idea, I guess, of how much more time I need for the rest of the game. From there, we can decide, you know, what we need to do for that game, how many hours, how many streams, and then just make sure we accommodate it by end of January. I was hoping to finish the remastered first Hitman game. I might just hold off on that. We can always do the second one and then go back to the first in the future or next. We can always take, you know, the remastered Hitman 1 off the list for now and bring it back when time allows. I recently beat Hitman within like the last year or two, so it's not a major rush, but I figured why not. It's an extra 1,000 gamer score. And it's definitely a fun game.
Let's go!
Where the hell are these islands? Seriously.
Sails! Now!
These are definitely not islands. These are peninsulas. Like, does it mean the islands surrounding it? Like those? Like the full out? Like Euboea and Lemnos and Skira? They kinda are the 4 islands of the region. I'm not seeing any other islands. I mean, these look like islands down here. I see at least 3. No, there's like 4 right here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a trip down there real quick and confirm before I decide to fast travel and waste our time. I'm sure we found some more info on Google. I'm gonna try looking back at the page while we cruise in the harbor here.
Ah, the blue seas, the sunny sky, good companions, an exciting journey. This is the good life.
Found a video on it.
Start rowing! Come on!
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Here we are. Slow!
Commander away! Everyone at ease!
Some epic music going down on my ship, guys. So it's on this island. It's on top of here for some reason. The worst spot for it, the open. Probably just like next to a tree or something. So I thought it'd be easier to locate him, like geez. The bird doesn't find it. Is that it? Chicken eggs. So how far can I go down this way to be in the area? Oh no, we got one. Alright. Next island is... I believe that one down there, so let's go. I wish I just had a normal small boat, but I don't see any. We don't need the entire Adrestia. It doesn't get close enough to the shore. I gotta swim all the way out there every time. I'm probably gonna ditch the Adrestia at the next treasure. Let's go. I will not be doing the document treasures though, guys. Just keep that in mind. Those are like the main ones. I don't mind the treasure hunting aspect. I did it in Origins out of full completion. That game I did 100% full out completion, like absolutely everything. I I just decided in this game to skip the treasures. So what am I going to use it for? I'm already done the game. There's no need to hunt treasures now.
In the water.
This is it. This looks like the place.
The final island. Right there. I'm about to see if I can fly close to it and pick it up or not. Like, does my character have to be close enough, or can the bird figure it out? I think you have to be close as well.
Commandos left the helm. You're released.
You're gonna see a boat right there. I don't know if it's in the water or not though. If it is in the water, we can just take that to island hop. Make life a lot easier. The water here is very nice, clear, calm waves, at least in the harbor, in the bay, whatever you want to call it. What the hell's going on this island? We're searching for the treasure. Stand pirates. I'm gonna take y'all boat. I don't want to fight you. I'm just here for my treasure, yeah. Alright, you guys want to fight? That's fine. Oh nice, we got some goat cheese that was sitting out. That's the best kind of goat cheese. I'm a guy who enjoys cheese. Sandwiches, straight up, cheese plates, all that kind of stuff, and definitely wouldn't want goat cheese that sat out in the sun. Just saying. Can only imagine how horrible it would get. Boat, please don't go away. I'll be gone for like 30 seconds as I hunt down this treasure. Let me just take a ride right out there. The Adrestia can stay. It's too much hassle to climb on it. I'd rather take this little boat. We're going plenty fast.
Good way to get capsized.
It's totally got to be where it is.
I'm where I need to be.
It's quite an easy quest once you find the islands. Oh yeah. Hello. Guess you wanna get your ass kicked too, Bear. Used to making bear sashimi, so I don't know why they mess with me. Again, Malacca. Completed. That was pretty easy. So got that new weapon I'll probably never use. Athenian forts. Let's do it real quick. It can't take that long. Here's Athens. That's not where we want to go though. We have to look for any blue regions and attack any of these. The pole march. We have that one. That one. What about this one over here? Oh. There's at least two nearby each other, and then I'm sure we can find another one somewhere. There's one all the way out here, so we can kind of just tackle those three in that order. Let's go ahead and fly into this harbor right here. Get this party started. Not sure how long certain videos will take, but we're gonna do them. I could probably check while we're live how my other videos are doing, tours and Assassin's Creed flights, boat rides, and kind of see what's popular. We could do them in the order of popularity, so if we don't have time to finish them, we at least do the most popular video type. It was not my plan to get spotted in the first like 5 seconds, but I did. Goal is to find the pole march. Just so we don't have many issues, I'm gonna go up here and rig this. Someone's gonna probably go for it. The eagle bearer shows up, you know. Scary time. He's right below me. Hurry up. There we go. Some major damage down. Goal is to kill him and get out of here as quickly as possible. That's one. Now we just leave. Set a map marker for where we're going next. There's a fort approximately... It's not very far away, 100 some meters. Once we get on our horse, we're out of here. I'm gonna try and move as direct as possible to our location. In Argents, I used to follow roads, and it used to take probably a little bit longer than it should. So here, I've been trying to navigate it myself, try and save some time. You get to enjoy the map views a little bit more if you let it take it around the roads and you just look around and enjoy the view, but we're in a crunch today, the final stream of this game, till the next episode. So. You can find him before I get spotted. That's who we care for. Let's just go up there.
Okay, you! Hold it! You won't leak here! Your life is over!
Go, go, go.
Running is a waste of time!
Wonder if any of these DLCs that they're going to add for the episode is going to add any new maps. Okay, we're going to venture into Persia. I know one of them is going to venture into Atlantis, I'm pretty sure. So that'll actually be quite cool.
Only Caro knows how.
So you guys know I'm also going to try and start the bi-weekly games again within a week or two. It'd be Call of Duty MWR and Gears of War 4 once Gears is finished. Now we can consider an alternative game. Could even be a 1K gamer score game where you play 2 hours of the game and you're done for 1K gamer score. There's plenty of those out there. One of them will be Gone Home. There's plenty of games that I could play in 2 hours that are old school. Super Nintendo, stuff like that. So we need one more seal. Our goal is going to be to escape and then fast travel all the way out there. We're definitely not riding a horse there. Was that my horse waiting right there? If so, that's pretty awesome. It is. So.
Let's go.
And we're on the way to the final one. That was pretty quick. We're almost a half hour in the stream, so I suspect we can get started on the achievements and spend at least an hour to an hour 15 on the stuff. So we'll start with the Athens to Sparta video. Check out each city for a few minutes. Maybe the main attractions and venture to the other one on a road trip, allowing the game to take full control so we can look at the views and the changes. And then just ride around Sparta, which is pretty small compared to Athens. From there we can decide what's next. I just feel like that's the most important. Let's ride this down. This is awesome. Look at this. Like the longest one I've ever seen. Totally record that. I was trying to call my horse while we were up there. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Let's go. now.
Shout out to Epic Master, what is up? Sorry about that, guys. I was checking my phone text real quick before we do the final fort. I'm hoping this is the last time we gotta get these seals, and then we can move on to something better. Let's see.
Yeah. Let's go.
Just send another text real quick.
I don't want to be spotted here.
You saying you don't know? You just joined to me asking what's going on. Let's find this pole march.
What life ends here? You die here!
He's gotta be here somewhere. My guess is he's back here somewhere. You misunderstood that. I was asking you what's up, as in what, how's your day going? That's pretty funny. There's the pole march. It's we didn't get a sneaky. We haven't been sneaky at all. I'm at the end of the game. You just joined, so that'll give Epic an understanding of what's going on. I've completed the main game, all 1000 gamer score, all main missions. This is the only side mission left in the entire main game that I have to do, so I'm getting it done right now. There's actually one more, but it's related to the arena, but all it is the same arena bosses at higher difficulty. Once you complete it, you get to fight like the original Olympic boss or something, but I'm not too worried about that, so I kind of tapered away from doing that. I just didn't find it as exciting like I did in Origins. Fighting him once is fine, but if it's going to be the same boss at a higher difficulty, then what's the excitement in that, you know? Especially because they make you play like 4 rounds of normal enemies before you get a chance to do much. Let's see. Let's go up here. Let's go turn in this quest as quickly as we can. This was the final. There's 2 quests I want to do today. This is the second one. I have 2 achievements left in the entire DLC. And then we're going to make some tour videos and stuff for the remainder of the stream. But this DLC, this is, well, I worked on the DLC initially and the achievements are DLC, so technically this is a DLC stream. I did a DLC quest first, but I'm doing a normal mission right now. And my outfit I purchased with in-game credits that I got for free, so I can't complain about that. The outfit is something you buy with XLIX points, just like, you know, in Fortnite they have those in-game currency. Same deal, difference is I got it for a bunch of it for free. I have the collector's edition, so it came with it. So that was pretty cool, I was able to get some stuff. I got this fire outfit, and I got a giant Reaper for the front of the boat. Like the Grim Reaper, so it looks pretty cool as well. Yeah, exactly, V-Bucks, epic. I don't play Fortnite anymore, I used to. I bought one outfit out of my entire like 20 streams with that game, and just not a fan. I'm not going to discredit it. Obviously, it's a very popular game. You know, I'm just a PUBG, Call of Duty Blackout type of player. I'm not down with the whole building thing. So many times I would have got Victory Royale, but people would just start building crazy structures and pull ridiculous maneuvers that made no sense. They'll be doing like a backflip 360 and like headshot you with a sniper while they're like mid-air falling down from a skyscraper. You're just like, what the flying crap was that? At least in PUBG, I can have my graphics loaded nice and slow. One of the major flaws of that game. Blackout's probably the best battle royale in my view, because Blackout, PUBG, Fortnite, out of the three. Once Battlefield 5 hits, I'm going to guess it's going to be in the top 2, or top 3, but...
The task is done. Here are the seals as proof.
I'll be commander soon, and then I'll be crowned by the gods.
Please tell me I don't have to get any more of these.
Unlike Spartans, Athenians answer to the whims of ignorant peasants. It makes them slow to react. Spartans do what needs to be done, such as eliminating enemy commanders.
I'll kill the fort commanders if it's what must be done.
We've lost ground.
You'll gain it back.
I'm the only one of the generals who can. The wealthy don't understand the ugly things desperation makes people do.
I'll take care of the fort commanders. That should help you regain a foothold.
Go! Don't return until they've been disposed of.
Oh my god.
Understood.
Is this repetitive? It's crazy. I do have Battlefield 5 on Xbox. I'm going to be streaming it today at 1:30 p.m., which is about 3 hours away. I'm going to be doing the DLC War Story between today and Sunday. Oh my god. How many of these are these? Cost of War, Odyssey. I'm trying to see, like, is this the last one? Really tired of these side quests relating to these. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's just like, geez. Jeez Louise. You have to do it 2 more times. Are they serious? I want to move on to the achievements. These are just ridiculous. It's like I completed the entire map. Why am I going back to kill these dudes anymore? Untrack that crap. It's crazy. So this we can't do. This I don't know if I would care to do. It's just the same thing over and over and over. It's basically replaying a bunch of forts I already did. So it's kind of stupid. And then bounties and contracts are just straight BS. They're repetitive, they keep coming back, so they're not worth it. So quest-wise, I'm pretty much okay to move on from it. If we don't get this stupid thing done today, I'm okay with it. Let's do Lone Lion. Peace out to Epic, thanks for watching. We should be able to get these 2 achievements real quick and hop into some tour videos. I highly doubt we'll get all the tours done by the end to have time to do the seals, so we might just skip the seals and the other one. Fast travel to Mount Athos, very right bottom. Turn around, you should see a line behind you on a cliff. There it is. For me, today is do or die for this game. I will be back on it in about 2 weeks when the next episode hits, episode 2 of the DLC, which should take around 3 to 4 hours to complete 100%, just like I did this one. I did it all in one day pretty much. I spent like over an hour of 4 hours on like other stuff, original game achievements, so it took me about 3 hours. If I had full 4, we could have got the treasures done too. So I'm going to plan 4 hours next time for that, and if needed I can plan 2 hours just to mop up anything I didn't complete this time around. This way we don't have to worry about it. There it is. That's the line we're looking for. That's hilarious. This is one hell of an easy quest. I wonder if we can just go kick him off the cliff and have this like epic ending. I don't know, but let's try. Legacy of the First Blade. Episode 1 hunted. Achieve Lone Lion. TGS presents Assassin's Creed Odyssey Legacy of the First Blade Episode 1 hunted achievement. Lone Lion, 20 gamer score, 1.24% rare. Killed the Macedonian lion. Basically, obviously, we're in Macedonia. Over here, or Macedonia as they say. We're at Mount Athos. Pretty much, you're going to want to fast travel right here. It's a pretty straightforward achievement. It's not very difficult. Pretty much after completing all the cultists and everything, I went here. I'm not sure if you can get it prior. I don't know if you can get this achievement at the beginning of the DLC or not. You can always try and let us know in the comments of the video. But pretty much, you want to spawn here. You're going to turn around, and you're going to spot a lion standing right at a cliffside. You just have to kill this lion. I'm going to try something odd and give him a kick. Oh, he didn't fall off. There he goes. Oh, it wasn't as exciting. So I just had to kill him with a bow. Unfortunately, I can't see his head from here. He's like stuck down there. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! What the f was that? Achievement! Lone Lion. I'm totally recording that separately. What the... What? What? What an odd achievement. I'm just going down here to understand what just happened. He was stuck on here, right here. He was getting attacked. He's just like, what the hey? And just leaped like this. But he floated out to here. What the heck was that? Totally insane. That is that though. It's a really simple achieve. Take a screenshot to remember this lion by, because that was like one of the most insane achievement videos I've ever recorded. As just, that was so odd. I've never witnessed anything like that. Would really appreciate it if you like and sub. Wow. That's one of the strangest things I've ever seen, guys. The lion literally like committed suicide pretty much. For lack of a better term of what just happened. He kind of just leaped off and died. He took a leap of faith and he just wasn't well trained in the landing. Unfortunately, so. Just give me a sec, guys. Sorry for the momentary pause. I'm just trying to read what I gotta do. You need it at level 3. Can we reset our abilities? That's the first question. Because I know we don't have enough points right now. So unfortunately we'll have to redo it all. Alright, so we need rush. Going for what I need right now. I don't want that. Messed up on what I was assigning and unassigning there, one sec. Let's see. So you rush assassinate at tier 3? Is that what it said? Yep, rush assassinate, so I was... not on the best option there. Oh well. Bamboosh. That's the problem. I have no idea what I had points invested into a bunch of different stuff that didn't really matter. Hence why I have 35 points just sitting here. Here we go, finding all this stuff right here. Assign this ability, assign this ability. Might as well just put it into this too. Most of this tree is maxed out. This one's the only one. This has to be assigned. Anything that says assign ability to use it, it's not worth it. Buy one of these and then max out our mastery of it. Then just confirm that sign. Sign. Alright, we have 8 points. Let's throw it in the poison. Let's also... There's 6 points unspent. Put it into whatever at this point. Doesn't really matter. So we have a second melee one we can do. Gonna be assigning these abilities. I don't have assigned otherwise, because why not? Now we have 2 melee options, full menus. Fill it out. So, for this achievement, need level 3, equip Pride of the Lion, which we have out, I'm pretty sure. And, earn some adrenaline anywhere and head to Rock Arch Viewpoint in Macedonia. A quick save on top of the viewpoint just in case you mess up. Open your map, select the military camp near the viewpoint. Run towards the entrance but not too close, they can detect you. Wield your Pride of Lion. By pressing RT and aim a rush assassinate towards one of the guards at the entrance. The enemy will be out in the open in the camp, so just keep spinning around till you see an enemy. Spam the button right at the rush assassination until you chain 4 times. If you mess up, just reload. I guess we could try following this guide. Rock Arch. Is this it? I'm about to just quick save right near the thing itself. Sorry guys, I was texting. Supposed to link up with Schmag later. Just wanted to let him know time so it was the deal. Before I forget to let him know. It's one of the things about streaming a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of other things in life that matter, obviously, other than gaming. So sometimes I have to make notes, send text, stuff like that, just to make sure stay on top of it. I was trying to think what I can get food-wise. There's a good pizza place out that way, so I might just get that. Haven't gotten it in a while, been thinking about it. Seems like a reasonable idea. Shout out to Beastly Bonsai, what is up? So I believe this is the military camp they're telling me to do this achievement on. Yep. So to make a save here, I'm gonna get a little bit closer. We're kind of like far away at 180 meters. If I mess up, I'm not trying to have to run all the way back over there. And negative Alejandro, aka Beastly Bonsai, there is no sea monsters. I fought all the bosses in the game. There were 2 Cyclops. I know they're adding another Cyclops. There was Medusa. There was... what else? There was the Minotaur. There's some legendary animals. There's a legendary shark, but it was just a shark that was tougher than other sharks, but it looked the same. Maybe a little bit bigger, but I killed him with an arrow. Or like a few arrows max, so it was relatively stupidly easy. Let's make a quick save right here for this achievement attempt, the final achievement I need in the entire game. Called Breaking the Limit. Just to explain again, these are both not released yet, 0.00% rare, because you can't get them right now. They have not released either of these bosses. They're obviously both bosses. This one's the third Cyclops, the third brother. According to his, all the mythology, whatever you want to call it. Then these daughters are another one as well. It's another thing they're about to add, so I'm going to complete both of these once they're released. But for today, this is the final achievement I need. And again, quest-wise, the only quest left that I have to do, that's not actual quest, that's just telling me there's a next DLC coming. But this one right here is pretty stupid. It's very repetitive. It's kind of like the bounties and contracts in my view, with slightly better XP and money. But I already have 424,000, which is like being a billionaire in this game at this point. I'm already level 67 out of 70. I'll worry about ranking up to 70 when the next DLC hits in like 2-3 weeks. I guess let's try to do this achieve. TGS presents Assassin's Creed Odyssey Legacy, the First Blade Episode 100 achievement. Breaking the Limit, 20 gamer score, land the rush assassinate. That chains 4 times with the Pride of the Lion, 1.16% rare. Doesn't seem like it's too difficult, but it seems like it may be a pain in some ways. So we're just going to quickly explain how to do this. Thanks to True Achievements, I was able to come up with this location. You could probably do this at any camp similar to this, but we're at Rock Arch. Sync Point, I wandered over to Iscagaros military camp. Probably butchering that name, but you get the idea. What you want to do is you want to come up front. You want to have enough energy to get one of these going. I currently have 2 wheels, as you guys can see on the bottom corner there. So first we want to equip the right weapon. Then you want to make sure you know so I have it set to LBY. So I'm going to wander towards here. Very, very simple actually. They were all just kind of in the open and it just allowed me to do that extremely quickly. We just pause there because I do want to show another accomplishment in this video. Officially done all achievements relating to the DLC and the main game. Yes, there's 2 locked, but they're on, I can't get them. Nobody can get them until they're released. The game hasn't released these 2 yet. I don't know why they added achieves and then didn't release the content for the achieves. They kind of do this sometimes. But it is what it is. 1160 out of a possible 1160 currently available. Would appreciate if you like and sub. We are literally an hour into the stream, so it's perfect time to move on to some of the other content. Like I said, guys, there's no other achievements for me to get in this game, so there's nothing to do there. I've completed mostly every location on the entire map, so there's nothing to do there. There is this, which will be the next DLC in 2-3 weeks that hits. Probably alongside those 2 new bosses. So I'll do like 3 streams that week of this game to knock out the new DLC and the bosses. The Costa War is the only quest I have not completed, side quest. And to me it's the equivalent of a bounty or contract. Which are, stupid, just destroy this, win battles. This kind of stuff you do for extra XP. It's repetitive, it never goes away. These always come back in different names and it'll have similar goals and stuff. It's just not worth it in my view. It's kind of the miscellaneous, keep the game living on type of content. Nothing uniquely special. Same with this. I've already done the seals maybe like 10 times already between 2 different people. I did it for Sparta and Athens. I think there's 6 more seals I have to get, which literally means going to fortresses like this one here, wherever they have the pole march, and killing the Pole March for a seal, then rinse and repeating at 6 total locations just doesn't sound very fun. Now, earlier in the stream, I think it took me around 15 minutes to get 3 of them, or 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and pay this off. I don't know if I'd want a modern Assassin's Creed to answer chat, not gonna lie to you. Pretty satisfied with how it's set up now. The old school, because then they start adding guns and stuff and it just kind of ruins the entire element of what Assassin's Creed is. It's a simpler weapon-based warfare game, pretty much. Or assassin game, whatever you want to call it. This game's like a warfare game. Been in so many battles that were just full-out battles. It's crazy. Peloponnesian War. So we got a way. I'm gonna try and go down to Athens so we can do this video. Do do do. Do do do. So here we are. Acropolis Sanctuary is probably a good spot to start for this tour video. It's not a bad guess. Beastly Bonsai. I was hoping for honestly some kind of game based in Asia. They've you know, missed dragons, all this stuff, so I feel like that could be a pretty cool game, especially the architecture and stuff would make for a completely different feel for Assassin's Creed. I'm ruining the statue right now, apparently dripping all over it, I'm sorry. But right now I'm gonna probably not answer chat for a bit, as I'm gonna record an official video, a tour video. We're gonna tour Athens real quick. We're gonna look at it from up here, go down into the streets for a little bit, kind of maybe go around taking a look at the main things, and then we're going to head out to Sparta on a road trip where we're just going to go around Sparta. It's a pretty small town compared to Athens. I'm suspecting this should take like 20 minutes, then we'll make another video. The possibility for videos are Athens to Sparta ride. We can try a horse ride from the top corner to the bottom corner of the mainland. We can try doing a boat ride corner to corner, or we could do a bird flight from corner to corner. Stuff like that, and from there we have about 50 minutes left, so like I said, I doubt I'm going to stream this anymore this week or next week. It's going to hold off till the next DLC. And based on that next episode, which should be about 2 streams long, we can add 1 to 2 streams. You know, if needed for extra quests, extra videos, whatever we decide at the time. TGS presents Assassin's Creed Odyssey Road Trip Tour. Going to showcase Athens and Attica, all the way down to Sparta in Laconia, basically the two at war in the Peloponnesian War. To make a better understanding of what's going on, we're right up here in Greater Athens at the Statue of Athena viewpoint. What I'm planning to do is kind of jump down and kind of wander around some of the main points here. We can obviously take a look at the Acropolis Sanctuary itself, and then we can kind of wander around a bit through these locations. Some of them aren't worth it. some of are. Depends what it is. You know, the workshops are just workshops, but there's a temple over here. There's a house to get an idea of what the homes used to look like back in this time. And we're kind of just going to go around, maybe do like a circle. From there, we're going to hit the road, allowing the horse to navigate the world himself. This means he's probably going to take us out to the north here, wrap us up through here somehow, connecting over into this land point in Megaris. We got to come down through Corinthia. We got to come down through possibly Argolis and Arcadia into Laconia and the Sparta right here. Very small cities, you guys can see, so we'll kind of head in through the road, showcase it a little bit. Maybe we'll go visit the king himself. And that'll be it from there. Let's go ahead and get this started, see what we can check out while we're here. So just showcasing the view right now. Just wanted to let you guys see what it looks like. It's pretty massive. Honestly, I did the same deal for Origins. Ended up being like a 2-hour tour video showcasing all the major cities. This game, just see Athens and Sparta being the 2 major cities worth showcasing. There's plenty of other cool cities, but there's nothing compared to what Origins had. It had Alexandria, it had Crocodilopolis, you know, it had all these places. Memphis, just really, really unique, decently big cities. With obviously Alexandria being the largest and the most awesome. But Athens and Sparta are kind of the 2 main points in this game. You're fighting for either side. You're fighting for the Athenians or the Spartans. Here we're going to check out both of their cultures. So the Athenians are more into, you know, art, libraries, all that kind of stuff, reading, learning, education, knowledge. While on the other hand, the Spartans kind of rule with more of an iron fist. They're very much more strict. They, you know, were willing to throw Cassandra off a cliff as a baby due to an oracle saying that had to be done. You know, I would have probably denied that oracle because just some dude saying something, but, you know, not going to hate on their beliefs completely. You never know what the truth was. We didn't live in those times. But either way, you know, both sides have their flaws, unfortunately. But right now, we're just at Acropolis Sanctuary checking out. You know, they have a bull statue over here. The main bibliothèque, kind of the same as Origins. They had the kind of same structures where you go and you check stuff out. There's giant statues around. Look at that statue right there. It's where we just were. Absolutely enormous. I'm going to hop this wall real quick so we can head over here. We're going to technically get our horse, so I'm going to whistle for him. But just to show you guys, let's go ahead and go in Parthenon. Apparently there's a chest so we can loot it while we're on this tour. Lots of treasure in here, you know. Feel free to take some stuff with you from the tour. Apparently it's just left out in the open in this big room here for anyone to come, you know, steal some of it. With no door on the front, you know, I'm sure people would be sure to visit here at night and loot this. A lot of drachmae. Let's leave. Pretty much all that was in this side, apparently. I'm guessing if we go in the other side, we can actually get into a more reasonable room. So showcase what's out here. Look at this cliffside. There's a pretty cool building down there to the right. There's a theater. We can head down there next. And just make our way around. I'm just venturing around here to the other entrance so we can check out what it should actually look like on the inside. Not the back treasure room. Here we go. Giant statue, apparently a dead soldier just chilling here. It's Pericles. Is his armor? Is this Pericles? That's epic if it was. But here you are. Awesome statue. Kind of reminds me of memorials in the U.S. You'll go in, there'll be a giant statue. There's the Lincoln Memorial, the Jefferson Memorial. I've seen all these in real life in the past year. Unfortunately, I haven't made it to Athens yet. I wouldn't mind getting over there at some point, but it's kind of far from the U.S. Guessing at least a good like 8-hour flight at least. Well, here you go. I'm just kind of looting as we go. It's free cash, free items. There you have it. That's what's up here. I think I'm going to abandon my horse because otherwise he would just die from the leap of faith I'm about to perform here. As we're going to head down, all the way down. Here's some more statues. As you see, here's the theater. Got some nice plants, some wood seating. Not very comfortable, but it'll do. Up here you have a stage. Apparently some pig was just sacrificed here or something. Unfortunately, it didn't reach the barbecue yet. Back in here, just the rooms, I guess, that they chill and go to. Over here is something I want to check out. Then we're going to hop on our horse and kind of just roam the streets for 5 minutes or so, just showcasing what's available here. So here we go, we can go inside right here. Check out this building. I'll see how it stands. It's like an indoor. I don't know what this is. Looks like somewhere you watch something. They're kind of just speaking. I don't know if this is a government discussion hall. I don't know if this is an acting hall. I have no idea. But let's continue on. I had to go in there and check it out, though, at least. Here's my wonderful horse. Do note the fire armor is part of DLC. The horse is from becoming the #1 mercenary. It's not truly a spoiler, you just get it. Not spoiling much. It's obviously a known receivable in this game. Over here is an entryway in and out of Athens, so we're gonna go ahead and turn around. But here is Athens. We're going to eventually head out of here for Sparta, but I'm kind of just wandering the streets down below. We're not going to cover every street, we're not going to cover every statue, but we're going to at least take a look at what the city looks like. Now see there's a wall surrounding it. There's a lot of typical housing, kind of looks like this, just randomly placed neighborhoods. There's no true grid system here, it's kind of just where I built my house is where I live. And the road works around it. Heading into, unfortunately, the poorer district of the city right now. As you can tell, the living quality here is much less than the neighbors a few blocks away. Which is honestly a real life situation even today. So they have a showcasing of that right there, just like they did in Syndicate as well. As you see, as you move further this way, gets a little bit more wealthy per se. Look at this house right here. Pretty nice 3-story home. Even more to our left here. You know, look at these places. They're not tiny by any means.
You're going to kill someone.
Here's Pericles' residence. No wonder it's so massive. Unfortunately, Pericles isn't with us anymore. I think we ran into his corpse there on the tour. It is what it is. Just, there's just so much going on in Athens, but a lot of it's very similar. A lot of it's just housing. A lot of it's just buildings that have the same shape across all cities. So there are a few things like that that I want to point out. But overall, it's a pretty sweet city. Definitely the largest in this game, I'm pretty sure. Kind of just working my way around. Like I said, I want to kind of go in a circular manner. I don't think we're going to go completely around. But we're currently heading west, meaning we're on the southern side of the central point of the city. Apparently that caught fire somehow. Just random dogs in the street. Right here happens to be Pretty sure a workshop. I can't go into. You do a mission there. That's a corpse that I killed at like the beginning of the game, still waiting to be taken care of. As you can see, there's some construction going on over here. Tons of statues over here, apparently.
These statues are incredible.
There's a graveyard.
The sculptors truly are masters of their craft.
Even Cassandra had something to say. There's a lot of statues over here. I think over here we're going to call it by the statue right here. I think I showcased enough of Athens. Let me just see. I'm looking back. We've already been up there on that hillside. That's where we were checking out initially, where I think we found Pericles' body. We started on the head of that statue. Over to my left here is the only thing I'm kind of wondering what it is. We can make it over there. From there, we'll give the horse full control and begin our journey to Sparta. We're already 11 minutes into the tour, so yeah, it's probably going to take at least up to 10 to get to our new location in Sparta. From there, we shouldn't have much to do. Sparta's pretty small. But as you guys can see, we're at a temple right now, Hephaestus. But overall, that's pretty much what's up here, just like a big lounging area, I guess, where you can praise and all that kind of stuff. It'd be cool to see this in person, if it still exists in any form. So I'm going to go ahead and authorize our movement. As you can see, we kind of circled the entire place. We started with the theater. I don't remember exactly where it was. Right here. We kind of made our way all the way back up into here. We already know what this looks like because it's pretty much the same as down here. So I do want to go ahead and go down here, make a marker. Sparta, here we come, approximately 19 meters away from my current location. We're just going to let the horse take control and let the game navigate it for us. So let's enjoy some final views of Athens on our way out of the city, and apparently we're traveling at night. This is like the Alexandria of Odyssey in my view. I think Alexandria is a better looking city. Sorry, Athens, but that's just from the quality of the buildings and all that between the games. The layout of the city is a little bit messy. I don't know how it is in real life. They could be on a decent grid. They could be all crazy all over the place, which is very inefficient to not be on a grid in a modern city. For instance, I live in the city, and if I go outside my house, I have a street that goes all the way north of the city into the suburbs and all the way south to the bottom where the river is. So, it's like a full out road. And then if I go left to right rather than up and down, same deal. I can transverse my entire city with one road each way. Makes it very convenient for getting around for sure. But less talk on that kind of stuff. Where in ancient times they didn't have to worry about car travel and stuff. They had horse travel, which was way less frequent than current car travel, obviously. Not everyone had a horse and not everyone had a carriage, by any means. And those carriages are very, very minimal in this game. I'm not sure if I even seen one in the entire playthrough. While in Origins we had them. So I want to point out we're kind of on the outskirts of the city. You can see the wall there containing it. We haven't really tackled much. I think we increased distance the way we left the city.
Spartans waits for its prey.
It's apparently just mowing people down. Now that we're on the open road, we can get a little bit more speed. And obviously the roads are nowhere near direct. We're probably going to have to head out west. Eventually we'll get into Megaris. down to I think it was Arcadia. We might end up in another region as well before we get to Lacania. I'm not really sure how direct the roads are. I did not map out the roads. I kind of just letting the game decide for us. Here we are. We are truly leaving Athens at this point. Look at that statue right there. To explain the map's very mountainous terrain, as you can see, which makes for much more wavy road patterns. As you know, people had to shape the road through the mountain, which was ever most convenient. Nowadays, you know, they dig a tunnel straight through the mountain and you just go right underneath. My horse is freaking out in auto control. I guess it wanted to kill that lady or something. Not really sure. We're officially making our way south. For anyone who watches this Athens of Sparta tour video, I'm also going to try to put together some other content. Possibly take a boat across the map. Or the longest horse ride would be from Macedonia to Lacania. Basically an additional maybe 2 to 3 times this at least. So this should give us an idea how long that ride would take. So we're truly just in the mountain pass. Just got to get through. Not sure what this game has entail for us here. We're kind of just letting the game take us on this road trip naturally the way it would recommend. Will we hit any major cities, or are we going to be stuck in the middle of nowhere? We will find out. Looks like we're coming through the mountain pass. Right into some sort of city right here. Horse is slowing down due to proximity to the city. It's kind of just bypassing it, but we're officially in Megaris. Yeah, we're going right into it. Look at that. We're just taking an alternative path. We probably could have just went in the front gate and out the back gate, but we'll just let the game do its thing. About to find out what city this is. I have no idea. There's obviously a fort right there to our left. We're kind of just like looping around the city. I guess we're technically in it. We're outside the wall, but there's homes out here.
The city of pigs.
Megaris, the city of pigs. That's nice. Well, now you know it's a city of pigs. All these people are pigs. I'm gonna just stop in and say hello. It's unrelated to the trip, but you can always stop in here, get a snack or something if needed. Figure we could take 10 seconds just peek in the wall. Still have 4,400 meters to go. This is quite a long trip. Much longer than I anticipated. So we still have to get into at least 1 or 2 other regions before we reach Sparta. Or at least the region that Sparta's in, then we gotta cross into that region and get to Sparta. A lot of ground to cover here. And we're taking like the most indirect path possible due to the mountain range. It's probably what it's like trying to drive through the Rockies. Now we are back in the middle of nowhere. As we left the city of pigs, there's an enemy camp right here.
Better stay hidden.
Better stay hidden, flaming horse on the road at night. Nobody will spot us. See in the background right there, there's that's way up on that cliff. We're pulling up on another major city here. It's pretty vastly large. It ain't no Athens, but it is pretty decent. We have quite a view. That looks pretty awesome with that building up on the cliff there, like that lit up. That's where I would have my Fallout 76 house, that's for sure. I'm gonna quickly check the map. I'm just wondering, what city is this? Stoa. Corinth. Okay, that's why it's Corinth. Corinth is that big. This is how big Athens is, like 2 to 3 times Corinth. So this is a pretty big city, but it's nothing like Athens. Obviously, all the way up on the cliffside here, you have the Temple of Aphrodite, and that is why it's towering over the city. Which looks pretty awesome. I can shift gears. Here we go. Start covering some more ground.
Yeah.
3,200 meters. We're almost halfway from Athens and Sparta, the two fighting out the Peloponnesian War. They aren't very far from each other if you look at the ground from the land that they're battling over. From all the way in the south in like Messara, all the way up to Lesbos and Macedonia. Yeah, it's pretty massive, and they're like kind of in the middle. I can only imagine the map's maybe like 20,000 meters and they're 5 away, so. That's just a guess. I could be completely wrong, so just take note of that. And there's another location right here. We're passing quite a few cities on the way, a lot smaller than Athens. I mean, Sparta's going to probably be smaller than Corinth at that point, but it's just a very notable region. Seems like we're going into whatever this is. Argolis. We're in Argos, okay. Well, this is sweet. We go right in through Argos. Check Argos out. Another big city, kind of like Corinth. It's not as big as Athens, I'm pretty sure, but it's decently big, just to show you on the map. Here's Argos. If you look at Argos and Corinth, I think Argos is smaller than Corinth, actually. But we're actually going inside of it. They're all relatively similar. They all have these kind of structures around them like this. They have the statues, the pillars. It's kind of just how the design was at this period. You could probably get this mixed up with Athens, to be honest. I mean, look at this. Looks like we're going through the streets of Athens, but we're not. I feel like they kind of copy and pasted a lot of the buildings. Not to call them out. The map looks great. The game's awesome. I'd give it almost 5 out of 5 stars. Just a few things that really ticked me off were the fire damage if you're hit by a fire arrow in this game. I'd be like level 60, a guy'd be like level 1, put me down with 1 fire arrow, just makes no sense. Daytime's breaking, we're still not in Sparta yet. It's a few day trip, I guess. Especially because you would not do this non-stop. So checking this out, 5,000 meters is approximately 3.1 miles. Force can run 25 to 30 miles per hour. So according to that logic, it's actually not bad at all. I don't think that's realistic at all, though. I could probably look on a map right now. Let's see. Can we do Athens to Sparta? Athens. No, not Georgia. Athens. Greece, please. To Sparta, Greece. Road trip in real life. I just want to compare it while we're... The drivable one. It's a 2-hour, 45-minute drive in real life. 216 kilometers. That's not bad at all. Modern times, they were so close, it's crazy. If I ever get over to Athens, I'm 100% road tripping to Sparta. You know, it's something you'd have to do. It'd be awesome. We're so close. So far, we're going like a tangential line to the location. It's not helping at all. I think we're increasing the distance right now, just to decrease it. We are just out here, out yonder in the woods. We're about to pass a mercenary on the road. That's him right there. See you. Enjoy your run. I'll see you in Sparta. We are officially almost down to 1,000 meters of Sparta. The final stretch here. If we could just get on a more direct path, we just keep going around mountain after mountain after mountain. I cannot imagine how long it would take the road trip from Macedonia all the way down. I might try it at some point, but that might be when episode 2 hits, so look for that video around then. It's ate up quite a lot of time, almost 30 minutes. But we also spent a good like 10 minutes in Athens, so there you have it. Once we're in Sparta, just a quick look around and that'll be it. As you can see, this is the official entrance to Sparta. Officially made it on this trip. Quite a journey. Welcome to Sparta. They have a very, very, very rocky mountainous terrain that they just kind of worked with like it's Minecraft and shit, and just built stuff all over the place. You know, look, there's a building up on the left, up on the right. Pretty much on the final stretch into the actual city. The main entrance, I guess, is over here to the side. Over there you can see there is some homes. Sparta is very, very green, very spread out compared to Athens. And it's a much smaller city, but it has a very, very strong military force. It's kind of just where the king is chilling at. The king's apparently 175 meters away in the town. So if you're expecting some awesome dramatic ending to this tour, you might have to reconsider, but Sparta is still not too shabby. Once we get in the actual main portion here, it'll get a little bit more exciting. As you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and not follow the horse path anymore. We're going to head up into here where we actually want to go. Also going to abandon our horse. This is not working. Too much going on. Too many people, too many obstacles. Here you have it. It's what I would call downtown Sparta. Like I said, much more green. If I had to put it in any way, Athens would be like the Democrats and Sparta would be the Republicans. Just, Sparta is much more conservative, Athens is much more into education and all. Kind of the same gist of what goes on in reality. Both sides have positives and negatives, just it just comes down to the individual's personal beliefs for picking a side. But that's what keeps balance in the world, is having different views come together, meet in the middle. Both sides get some type of happiness out of what they get out of the deal. And they'll obviously fight for their other decisions, but convincing other people is not very easy. So I'm kind of just wandering up into here, show you guys what's going on up here. Very tight streets, you know, European style, like they should be. So obviously we're in Europe, and as you can see, you just kind of wander up here. This is the true heart of Sparta. I'm just trying to make my way up to here to the final port that we'll show. This will be like a viewpoint. There's the leader's house.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
Here you have this. It's truly built on the mountainside, and then they just figured out the rest. They're just like, let's just put in staircases and build this right up there. Spartan warrior statue. Nice and covered there, so if it's raining, you get some cover after getting soaked on the way in. In here we have a statue of a warrior. The goddess Athena. Pretty much sums up. The best way to get a view of around the city for the finale here is to go up to the viewpoint area and just kind of glance about. So give us the best view of what Sparta truly looks like. Surrounded by mountains, just a small town tucked away here. It definitely gives them really good defenses. The mountains make for rough terrain to cross and decrease the amount of pass people can take to enter the region. So if Athens were ever to take, you know, this, it would be quite a battle. There you have it. Crazy ass overall tour and road trip. Would appreciate if you like and sub. That took way more time than planned, guys. I'm not even sure how I want to go about the next stage of this. I walked across the map and it took 2.5 hours. That's crazy. My concern is like I have like 15, 20 minutes left, something like that. Then I gotta take my pup out, eat lunch, get ready for Battlefield 5 at 1:30. So quick thoughts on this. One, we've done all achievements. Again, I'll get these two when the next DLC hits. Whenever that hits, we'll plan 3 or 4 streams probably. So we can finish out the DLC plus these 2 bosses. At that time, I'll decide, you know, if I care to do the Cost of War and the final Lysander missions. They just feel so grindy. I'm just not into it. We won't be doing any bounties. I may consider, if I want to in the future, to do this one right here called Heroes of the Arena. I've already done the base one. That's just the same thing with higher level enemies, so it's kind of repetitive. Well, extremely repetitive. They're just a little bit tougher to beat. Same exact thing though, so it's nothing like completely unique in any way, other than the final boss is different. It's the guy who you spoke to previously. Spoiler alert. I just don't know if I can cover, you know, initially it was planned to do a trip from up here all the way down to like here by horse, and that's just not going to happen today. If I'm going to do boat corner to corner, I just have a feeling that's not truly feasible either. Kind of just debating, how do we want to manage this? Surprised nobody's done this yet. Probably because it takes so dang long. Just give me a sec, guys. Be such a hike. It's going up here because I want to get a distance idea of how far it would be. Is this something we can do? How many meters do we cover? Can I do this and go over the stream time by just a tiny bit? Someone's already walked the entire map, so that'd be a waste of time. Doing the horse may or may not be something I do in the future. I already did Athens and Sparta. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, and if it's going to be like an hour just riding a horse, most people probably won't care for that. The Senu flights are cool, but I'm just not in the mood. You have to have a lot of patience to do the Senu flight because it ends up being extremely long. Just in the same motion, at least on a boat, I'll have a little bit more action going on. $21,000 meters. I'm pretty sure we could cover it in not too long of a time if we get to work now. It's gonna put me on a crunch. Because I have preferably an hour and a half break needed. Let's see what happens though. We can always start it and then decide it's too long. You know, we can go down there, start the video, see how the first like 10% how long it takes, and then from there kind of just make a decision if it's going to take a reasonable amount of time, which would be like 20 minutes or so. We would just be in travel speed the whole time, and anytime we get in conflict we would just go back to travel speed and leave. I've not decided what I'm gonna do for lunch, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure that out. Pull something out of the fridge and make it work. On the Adrustia. Here we go. Go ahead and set the map corner all the way up there for now, and then let's head out there as close as we can get to the corner. Here, we have 1,400 meters to go. We're going to have to go 20,000. Let's see how long it takes to cover 1,000 meters once we're at travel speed. Not very long to tackle 1,000 meters. Might be able to tackle this in around 20 minutes or so is my guess. Because we're not going to be able to go direct. We're going to set a marker and then we're going to have to venture around islands and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and make this the official last video I do for today, and until the next time I decide to work on this game.
Sails up! Now! It's a beautiful vessel. Should we stay this close? Whoa!
We're all the way up in that right corner. The furthest it'll let me go. $22,000. Pretty crazy. But like I said, guys, the plan is just making sure I have this down. These two achievements, when the next DLC hits in like 2 weeks, we'll do that as part of the Episode 2 DLC unlocks. During that time, we'll also consider doing that one missed quest, and well, the 2 missed quests if we decide to do either one. And lastly, we'll consider making additional videos based on what we think and what you guys think and stuff. If you're not going to be interested, then there's no point in making them. Also, you can focus time on something more important. TGS presents Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Adrustia boat trip going from the top right corner to the bottom left corner. wondering how long will it take? It's overall around 22.4 thousand meters, 22.4 kilometers. I'm showing the endpoint there for distance, but we're starting all the way up here, the furthest corner I could go. I couldn't go all the way back in the corner. The invisible, well, not invisible wall, but the border wall pops up, is invisible till you get really close to it. And unfortunately it popped up, so I can't go any further back. So we're going to start here. We're going to have to wrap around Lesbos, kind of taper our way down through this channel if we can do it in this manner and work our way over there. I'm suspecting it'll take between 20 and 30 minutes, and that'll be that. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to be going at a travel speed for this entire ride. So I guess we're going to go around to the right, and then we can make our way down. Anybody I run into on this, we're going to ignore them kinda and just bypass them. The whole point of this is to see how long it roughly takes to navigate corner to corner. I've seen people already done walking videos. I didn't have the patience to spend 2.5 hours to try and compare to that when they're already well proven. So I figured I haven't seen much about boats corner to corner. Let's do it. I have boat rides, flights, horse rides, tons of them available for Origins as well, so be sure to check them out. As well as the Athens to Sparta road trip / tour video I made. Doing that by horse. There's a lot of traveling, at least like 15 minutes of just riding on a horse it seemed, or 20 minutes. So I can't imagine doing top to bottom horse ride on the mainland. I thought about it, but it just seems like it would literally take like an hour or so. This seems a little bit more feasible. As you can see, we're covering a decent chunk of land already in a 2-minute period, including the intro. The goal is going to be to just go as direct as we can go. There's Macedonia over there where the DLC takes place. Goodbye Lesbos, we're heading right south. Very open here. Just islands all about. Don't want to ram you, dude, but you're kind of stopping in front of me. That's only going to lead to one thing: getting rammed. Especially when it's the Reaper on the front. You don't want to mess with this shit. So we're going to turn a little bit to the right. I don't think I can pass through that channel there. Pretty sure it's just a dead end in there. It's not like an actual water channel through between the islands. So we're just going to slip around. There's actually a boat parking spot right there, the dock. So we've already dropped under 20,000. I honestly feel like we're covering around 1,000 meters per minute, maybe even less, depending on the route. We had the wraparound, so that definitely added. It might even be 30 to 45 seconds, but I don't want to promise anything. I haven't timed it. But I will go ahead and time it for you. That'd be an interesting fact to know. So the second it hits 18,000 meters, we're going to aim directly at it and start it.
In position!
Definitely don't need us slowing down while we're doing it. That'll affect this overall thing. Boof. So we're going to at least get to 17,500 or 17K before I stop the clock. Preferably 17,000 flat, but seems like we might have to turn very soon to go through that channel. We're killing it, actually. We're going much faster than I anticipated initially with that minute guess. We're much closer to the second guess of 30 to 45. .27 seconds for 1,000 meters. So if you had a direct path, you'd probably take around 13 minutes to do this. But since we have to kind of work around these islands and such, it's causing much more hassle. It's probably going to take closer to 20 to 30. At least a 10-minute gain in my view on just wrapping around islands, around tips, and then making our way through the final stretch. I think we got a little too close to shore there. The goal is to stay in travel speed for as long as we can, but you can't guarantee that in a game like this where it kind of just takes you out of travel speed when it feels like it. You guys can see there's an island or main land mass right there. So I'm just kind of aiming down this way for the opening. Stay in mofo. Whoa. Heading about down here. So as you can see, that's Lacania we're looking at, I'm pretty sure, straight ahead. We've almost hit the halfway point in about almost 8 minutes. We're doing this a lot faster than I ever anticipated. We kind of got to go around it, unfortunately, so we got to go way further south before we break over. So we're going to aim, see that channel down there, that opening channel. I'm pretty sure that's where we got to go. So just make this direct as possible down here.
Look there! Salve!
Lower the arms!
I mean, they really want to get hit, I'm going to hit them. I gave them a chance.
They're coming right
We're like going in a straight line, charging. They obviously weren't happy with me, so they're shooting at me, but let's continue on.
There's
10,000 meters to go on this corner-to-corner map trip. We're almost 10 minutes into the video I'm recording of this while we're live on YouTube. Thanks to anyone who may be watching live, just want to throw it out there. I record my videos while I'm live, so sometimes you'll catch the video I'm recording live in action. And you'll, see a separate video instead of a 2-hour stream. There'll be, 5-minute video showcasing an achievement or a 10-minute video showcasing a road trip, whatever I'm posting. This is obviously for the boat trip. Corner to corner, I've never seen this done before. You can't really go direct because the islands, you can't just cross an island with a boat. But we're going as directly indirect as we can go. Or indirectly direct as we can go, however you want to put it, one of those ways. We're just trying to make our way there. Unfortunately, we have to go all the way around Lacania, the home of Sparta, which we're working our way around right now. Covered over 10,000 meters so far in under 10 minutes, so it's not a very long trip on travel speed.
Ready for battle!
I wasn't as worried. They could never think you dressed me up. Looks like we're out of Texas.
And now we just make a slight right. We are officially probably about 7 times 35 seconds out or something like that from the end. So, you know, less than 5 minutes I think from the final bottom corner of the map. I suspect a 20 to 30 minute video, we're going to be closer to 15. So it only took a few extra minutes. My calculation was around 13 minutes to go corner to corner without having island obstacles in the way. We're going to tackle right around 15 with the obstacles in the way. So there is no like 5 minute delay because of it. It's only about 2 minutes. Which is pretty drastic, to be honest. That's over 100% difference. That's like 150% difference or whatever it is. To compare the 2 minutes. This is the boring part. We kind of, I mean, we're trying to just figure out how long it takes to go corner to corner via boat, because I've seen it done walking. I have not seen it done via boat in this game. And this is what it mostly was going to be anyway. Decent chunk right here, at least a third of it is just going straight. Whenever around a few islands, but it's mostly direct shots. We're just going to go until we hit the wall at the bottom, and then we'll know about how long it took. We're almost there. Falling short of the overall edge of the map by 1,600 meters, putting us right around slightly over 20,000, I think, corner to corner. We officially hit a wall right at 15 minutes in literally seconds difference. So it might have taken me around 14 minutes once you minus the commentary at the beginning explaining what I was doing. Unfortunately, this is all I can cover. I can't go all the way down to here, but this is the closest we can get on the direct path from the path we were coming in from. So there you have it. Decent estimate is slightly under 15 minutes from northeast of Lesbos to southwest of Lacania, west of Kythera Island, right? Yep. That is that. Drustia did its job, got me corner to corner. Would appreciate if you like and sub. So I just did I finished out all achievements. Just a quick explanation of what's going on with the game. There's 2 achievements left which are not available yet. The DLC hasn't been released, hence the achievements have 0% completion. We have all 59 out of 59 and all 1160 out of 1160 currently available. I'll get these in about 2 weeks when episode 2 hits. Episode 2 should take me about 2 streams. I'm going to add an extra stream for this as well as some more tour videos. So that'll make for 3 streams in about 2 weeks as a secondary game on the channel. I'll keep Hitman or whatever's going on going, and then we'll add this on with any free slots and stuff like that. Then once we beat the DLC again, we'll put it on the shelf again till the 3rd episode hits. And then there's an entire another DLC with 3 episodes based on Atlantis that'll hit in the future. So we have like 5 more DLCs to go. They're all about 2 streams in length, 3 to 4 hours for full completion. Quest-wise, we got all the achievements. This is based on the next DLC. Wait for your legacy to continue, so we're just waiting for the DLC, literally. This is the only side quest I have picked up that I have not completed. It's kind of bullcrap. It might as well be under bounties and contracts, to be honest. This I may or may not do in the future. It's going to be on my considerations list, so I can decide if I want to do it or just skip it. It's not detrimental to anything. It's kind of BS. He gives you the same quest like 5 times in a row, and you just literally go out and get seals by doing with the forts. I've completed every location in the game, so to me it's kind of just overkill. And there's also, here's the arena. It's the same thing I did before when I tackled the arena. It took me like an hour and a half or something to do. It's the same exact thing with the same enemies. The enemies are just slightly higher level. And there's a new enemy boss at the end, but you have to do like 4 rounds of normal enemies, and then you finally get the boss each time. And to me, that's just a total waste of time. If we could just fight the bosses back to back to back and not all the BS infantrymen in between, it'd be perfect, but that's what ruins it for me. I don't want to spend 15 minutes to get to the 5-minute boss fight each time. I'd rather just get to the damn boss fight and knock them out back to back to back. So, my to-do list for this game isn't until episode 2, Shadow Warrior I think it's called. My considerations are the documents and those 2 side quests I explained. Documents are located here. They're like treasures you can find around the map. They tell you, go here and look for this. To me, they're not worth it. Doubt I'll ever do them. And then tour concepts, we did Athens to Sparta. We did boat corner to corner. I'm only missing 2 things, which would be a horse ride from Macedonia to probably Laconia's tip there. Actually, probably Messenia. Messenia has an actual base with roads you can get to. I'm just writing this down on my phone, so when we bring the game back in a few weeks, we can do it. So, episode 2 is the only thing that's not out yet. Let's see. I'll let you guys know what I think about side quests and documents later on. We'll do the horse ride from Macedonia to Messenia if we have time. And the other thing I want to do is an Ikaros flight, corner to corner, just like I did with the boat. Where we just fly in the sky. That would be it. That's pretty much all the ideas I have for this game. Then once I have all that done, it'll just be mopping up DLCs until we're ready to move on to the next Assassin's Creed in probably 2020. Might even be on the next gen console at that point. That's going to close out my current playthrough of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I hope you guys enjoyed. We hit almost 50 total streams in this game. So really close. We'll hit 50 streams with the DLC in 2 weeks, so that'll be that. We'll probably finish the DLC for stream number 50. Just 4 hours with a break in the middle. And that'll be the plan. Like I said, the rest is kind of up in the air, including the tour videos. I'm going to check what you guys thought of my Origins videos. I posted Origins videos of tours, road trips. Depending how popular those are, I'll decide if I want to do the rest of the tour videos for this game. I'll also be sure to get the Sparta and the boat trips out ASAP. Shoutouts to Beastly Bonsai and Jordan real quick. Thanks for helping us reach 1,012 subs, guys. And he's been with the channel for a while. I don't know how long Jordan's been here, to be honest. I definitely know at least up to a year or so. I know Beastly's been around for like 2. We have some subs like J Smoke who've been around 3. He's our moderator. And yeah, I think Night Stalker has been around 3 too. You guys might have seen him in a stream or so. He's still a fan since we first started on our first game, GTA. He was pretty sure one of the first people to join our streams before we even had commentary. So thanks for being awesome subs, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed my playthrough of Odyssey. I'll see you guys in like 2 weeks for more Odyssey, but Hitman 2 is going to take its spot starting Monday, so you can be sure to tune into the channel for a ton of Hitman 2 over the next few weeks. Trying to finish Hitman 2 1,000 gamer score by end of January. Red Dead 2 by probably March or April. We'll do Hitman 1 remastered at some point. I may or may not play Anthem, Far Cry New Dawn, Division 2, Rage 2. If I do Rage 2, I'm doing Rage 1. So tons of new games coming. That's kind of just the plan. Feels kind of odd leaving this game. I feel like there's more to do at the same time. I know exactly what there is to do, and it's just not worth streaming again this week or next week. Especially since we're bringing it back at least 5 more times for DLC. Plenty of time to make up for the stuff we haven't completed yet in those streams. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and sub. I'll see you around 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Battlefield 5, Tiger Tank War Story. It's where you're fighting on the German side in the final battle of the war at the Rhine. You're basically going to lose. So I'm interested to see what that is. It's not a hero story. It's just kind of, I guess, showcasing how they felt during their final collapse. How everything went to chaos, how they realized how it was just a mistake. That's probably what the basis of it is. Then after that we'll do Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer, open the subs around 4. Dead Island Definitive Edition tonight 10:30 to 3 a.m. The Sims 4 tomorrow at noon. Dead Island again 10:30 to 3 a.m. tomorrow. And then on Sunday, Battlefield 5 finishing out hopefully the last Tiger on Sunday. Call of Duty multiplayer at 4. 2:30, and then PUBG at 5. Next week, the main games are going to be Dead Island and Hitman 2. I'm going to try and do Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty like twice each that week. We should be doing our usual Minecraft, Sims 4, PUBG, Prey, Typhon Hunter stuff at least once each. And with any free slots, I'll either give it all to Hitman 2. We can consider bringing Red Dead 2 back. We can consider bringing in a different game to play 2-3 times a week. We'll figure it out. Thanks for watching, guys. And appreciate it, Jordan. Hope to see you guys in a bit. Peace out.